How's it going, everybody? This one has been on the request pile for a very long time. It's Helena by My Chemical Romance. There's lots of stuff in the drums in this song that's common to punk songs, so hopefully you've already done a lot of it already. But there are a couple of great fills and that cool tom section in the middle as well. So let's hop on the kit and check it out. To start off in the drums, we're just playing 16th notes over on the hi-hats with both hands and sizzling on the end of each beat. At the very beginning, it sounds like he doesn't quite hit every single 16th note, so this is something that I've come up with, but if you want to, you could definitely just play straight through and that will sound great. Here we go. Moving straight on, we replace the sizzle hi-hat with a snare drum at the beginning of each bar. From there, we jump into a pretty straightforward punk beat. I've changed the pulse in the transcription, but I'm sure it'll be very clear as to what you're supposed to play. It's just a little bit neater the way that I've written it. So let me play you the first 4 bars. The next 4 bars include a fill at the end that we're going to use over and over again just on the snare drum. It's pretty straightforward and this is how it goes. With that particular fill, I find it easiest to play right hand twice, so the first note right hand and then start right hand again for that group of 8 notes. Moving on, eventually we end up on the ride cymbal playing just the same beat and using the same fills, just like this. And then right before we hit the chorus, we've got this fill as well. The choruses are a big halftime groove with plenty going on, but if you're already pretty familiar with the song, I'm sure you'll pick it up very quickly. Now, I've written it with 8th notes over on the ride cymbal, but it's kind of more of a feel thing, so if you don't want to play every 8th note and just concentrate more on the quarter note, that will totally work as well, and I think it will sound good to the song. So anyway, let me play you through this first chorus. Hopefully the transcriptions aren't confusing so far just because I am swapping between the pulse here and there. We go back into the verse using just the same stuff as we already did, so starting out with the punk beat on the hi-hats, then moving on to the ride cymbal, and then finishing up moving back into the chorus. The first time through the chorus, it's just the same except for the fill at the end, so let's have a quick look at that. After that fill, we go back into the chorus again, but we move over to the hi-hats, playing them nice and open, but playing pretty much exactly the same groove as we did the first time through. That brings us up to our bridge. Now the start of it is very similar to the intro, but on the drums we're just going to play little snippets here and there that sounds like this. Just that last bar once more. Okay, and now we're into a pretty busy tom groove. Let me break it down slowly. There's a tricky little fill with some sizzled hi-hats on the E of 3 and 4. After that fill, we alter that groove just a tiny bit, so it sounds like this now. We use that sneaky little fill from before, and then we're going to build the groove once more so it sounds like this. And then after 2 bars of that groove, we're building things up with snare drums just like this. From there, we're back into a chorus, so it's that big halftime groove over on the ride cymbal once again. And then after the fill halfway through that chorus, we're just going to get a lot busier on the kicks, and that's going to sound like this. That little fill at the end is the very end of the song for the drums. So there we go, I've covered all the drum parts for Helena by My Chemical Romance. Hopefully you've been able to pick up a few things, and now maybe you'll be able to jam along to the song. Have fun with it, guys. I'll catch you at the next lesson.